How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another video. Just sitting on this picnic table here. I actually brought my laptop with me and my microphone. I was going to shoot this, good quality video outside, but me, always the idiot, forgot to charge my laptop, and I don't think it would matter anyways. I can't see the fucking screen. It's too bright outside. I can't see what the fuck I'm doing, so we're just going to roll with this using the cell phone. It is what it is. But I wanted to talk about arcade racers today. Bit of a hot topic in the community. Maybe not. I feel like it is. There's been a lot of buzz lately. It could be wrong. But I just wanted to sort of talk a bit because, as some of you may know, I recently picked up Horizon Chase Turbo for the PS4. And we'll talk a little bit more about this in a minute. Actually, I'll just get it out of the way right now. Alpha Nerd recommended this to me. He's been playing Slipstream, which I recommended to him. He's been streaming it, so you can check that out on his channel. And I had recommended Slipstream to him, and he said he did enjoy it. He still feels this is like his #1 arcade racer, or at least it's up there with Outrun. So what's interesting about this is I actually came across this game at Walmart a couple of months ago. It was just the vanilla version, not the special edition that you see here. And I don't know how much it was, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, and I passed it up. I knew about this game. Obviously, I saw the videos from MJR and the crew. But I also knew this was originally a mobile game, so I was always sort of skeptical of this game. So anyhow, I thought, yesterday I thought, maybe I'll give this Horizon Chase Turbo a try. And I checked online, checked the classifieds. I couldn't find a copy. This game is available online. There was a online retailer in Canada that was selling this for 55 bucks plus shipping in Canada for the special edition. I didn't even really want the special edition. I could have just had the the plain vanilla version. I just wanted to play the base game. So I called Microplay in my area. It's like a they sell used games, but they sell new games as well. It's a video game store, right? And they said, yeah, we have one copy. And I said, just out of curiosity, I was like, is the cover black or is it blue? Because the base copy, the vanilla copy's got the car on the front with the blue background. And he's like, oh, it's the blue background. I'm like, okay, no problem. I said, I might come up in a bit. He's like, yeah. He's like, it's 40 bucks. I'm like, yeah, 40 bucks kind of steep, but I don't want to, continue to fucking drive around the world looking for this game. So much to my surprise, when I went in yesterday to pick this game up, I walked up to the shelf and I saw the black spine. I'm like, what? So yeah, I lucked out. I got the special edition. There's nothing really special about it other than the cover being a variant, and it's got this postcard in here as well. Nothing too special, but it is cool to have. There's a couple of versions of this. There's a special Brazilian version, which has the race car, the famous race car Formula 1 driver on the front cover from the DLC that you can get for this game. And there's also a limited edition. I can't even fucking speak. A limited edition you could get for this as well. But I'm happy with this. So I picked this up, brought it home. I downloaded the Summer Vibes DLC, which has a bit of an Outrun vibe to it. You're driving a convertible, kind of like a Ferrari. And yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. And one of the things I noticed, right away was the music was really good in this game. And that's why I wanted to sort of make this video today. I went down a bit of a rabbit hole. So I'll give you my initial impressions at the end of the video regarding this game. But yeah, I had a good time. The music was really good. So, doing a bit of research online, a little bit of scenery here. I was reading about the original Top Gear game, which this game was heavily influenced by. And yeah, Top Gear, the first Top Gear came out on the Super Nintendo. For whatever reason, Top Gear 2 did come out on the Genesis. And then Top Gear 3000 came out on the Super Nintendo. Top Gear 2 was on the Super Nintendo as well. So the Genesis only got one Top Gear game. Now, if you watch comparison videos online, you'll quickly see the SNES version of that game has the best graphics, of course, but the Genesis has the best frame rate. And, there's an argument to be had that the music sounds better on the Genesis. It's taking advantage of that sound chip. And what's funny is, and we're getting the meat and potatoes of this video, is I picked this game up last year, Lotus 2 Rex for the Sega Genesis. And I thought this game reminded me of Top Gear. And doing a bit more research online, the Lotus series came before Top Gear. We had the original Lotus, which came out on the Amiga ST and a couple of other PCs of the time, right? And then we got Lotus 2, which came out on the Amiga, and Lotus 2 was released on the Genesis as Lotus Championship Racing. And then Lotus 3 was also released on the Amiga, and it was released on the Genesis as what you see here, Lotus 2 Rex. And the company that made Lotus was not Kemco. Kemco was the publisher, but the developer was actually Gremlin. Gremlin released a compilation pack recently for the Evercade. So, of course, Gremlin was also the dev team behind the Top Gear games, which came after the Lotus games. So you see what I'm saying here? So the Super Nintendo did get all three all three Top Gear games, but the Genesis has Lotus 2 and Lotus 3. Lotus, the original Lotus, didn't get a console port, unfortunately. But yeah, I was wondering why I enjoyed this so much and it reminded me of Top Gear. It's because it was made by the same dev team. And not only that, the guy who did the fucking score, I think his name's David Leash, for this game, is the same guy that did the music for fucking Top Gear. And the same guy that did the score for Lotus. And then I come to find out that some of the music, I think, from Lotus, I could be wrong, I know some of the score from the original Top Gear is in this game. It was redone by the original guy, David Leash. So yeah, much to my surprise, no wonder. Yeah, so I ended up picking up the original, it's called Lotus for the Genesis, Lotus Championship Racing, but I picked it up this morning on eBay. I got it for $8, and I can't wait to get that in the mail. Really happy and excited to get that in the collection. And I put a bid in on Top Gear 2 for the Genesis. I'm just waiting to hear back. And so while we're on the topic of arcade racers, one that is becoming really sought after is Outrun on the Sega Genesis. Now, I picked this up a couple of years ago for about $20 on the classifieds, and I'm glad I did. This is becoming extremely hard to come by. It's extremely sought after. And then, of course, we've got Outrun Coast to Coast for the PlayStation 2 and Outrun 2 for the original Xbox. So what's funny is there's another arcade racer I want to briefly talk about, and it came out for the Switch, it came out for the PS4, and it came out for the Xbox One. It's called Hotshot Racing, and I was watching videos on it yesterday, and the fucking dev team is Sumo Racing, the same dev team that did Sonic Team Racing, and it's the same dev team that did Outrun 2, the port to the consoles. It's like, no wonder Hotshot Racing got rave reviews and it looks so good, and it kind of looks like virtual racing in a way. No wonder. I'm not sure if Sumo Digital did the port of virtual racing. I'm not quite sure on the consoles. But yeah, all the same, sort of getting back to the starting of this conversation, my thoughts on Horizon Chase Turbo. Yeah, it's a good game, absolutely. Alpha Nerd was right. The further you progress, the longer the tracks get, and the more difficult the game gets. Am I prepared to say this is my most favorite arcade racer of all time? No, I don't think so. It is good. I find it does get a little bit repetitive. Obviously, again, the music is really good in it. I really like Slipstream, guys. The game that's about $10 on the eShop right now. I really like it a lot, but I don't like this as much as this. I'm sorry, I don't. I find putting this original cart, original software, hardware, in the original Model 1 Genesis with that controller in my hand, with the CRT, listening to the incredible music in this game, that type of experience can only be emulated so far with a game like this. So yeah, it's a good game. If I were to give it a fucking, a ranking out of 5, I'd probably give it a 3.5, maybe a 4. But yeah, and this one here probably takes the cake because although this is not obviously an arcade perfect conversion as far as the graphics and audio is concerned, the handling is there, baby. The handling is there in this game. So yeah, this is a really fantastic game. And there's a huge misconception about these games. I've already talked about it to death, but this is the most sought after of the Outrun 2 games. Collectors have their fucking dicks right in the air for this one here, but those in the know who have played them both know that Outrun 2 is the better of these two games. The handling is so much better in this game. The drifting is sort of given to you in this game. It holds your hand, whereas this one it's more of a manual affair where you're in more control of the drifting. And different tracks from Daytona, USA 2 from the arcade, and Scud Racer that was never previously released on console. Yeah, Outrun 2 might not, be as worth as much on the collector's market as Coast to Coast 2006, but this is the better game. The graphics look better as well, absolutely. So yeah, I enjoy Horizon Chase Turbo. Fantastic game. I don't like it as much as this. I don't like it as much as this. And I sure as hell don't like it as much as this. But it is a good game. It is absolutely a good game for what it is. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you can join in for tonight's stream with me and MS Marceau. We've got a host of topics to discuss. And so yeah, I'll leave this video there. Again, I do apologize for the poor video quality. What can you expect? It's a hobby channel. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching and have a great rest of your afternoon. Take care.